Three, two, one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rich in the Philippines. Rich in chocolate goodness, and Rich is my name. Thanks for joining us, and as always, thanks for all your support. Today we're going to talk about four big reasons why you should be traveling while you're here in the Philippines. And I thought about these long and hard, and it's a subject matter very close and near and dear to my heart, and that's traveling. Look, the last 7 years before I came here, I didn't really travel that much. I had a shelter dog, and he was a problem child, I'll admit it. And so I didn't really feel comfortable boarding him. I just didn't want to do it. And plus, when I was away, I worried about him, and I did some traveling, and I didn't like it, and I didn't like to worry about him. And I swore to him and myself that while he was still alive, that while he still had a home, I wasn't going to leave him. I didn't really feel comfortable. He was an older dog, older rescue dog. I didn't think it would be a good idea to put him on a plane for 13, 15, 17 hours, whatever it is. Not at his age. I just didn't want to do that to him. And it seems like he heard me, and he passed away not too long after that. It was very traumatic for me, and I think about him and miss him every day. So I didn't travel as much the time before I came here as much as I've traveled now. And today we're going to talk about four big reasons why you should travel when you're here. And the very first one is common sense, I know, but I had to think about it, and that's really to look around. Look around before you settle down. It's kind of my thought to it. You want to look around and see, all the places. And I know it's called exploring your first couple of months and couple of weeks here, but it's really difficult when you come here. However, it's really difficult when you come here to see everywhere in the first month or two, unless you come here for 6 months or a year just to explore, to decide where you're going to live. I found it to be nearly impossible. So look around before you settle down. That's one of the top reasons to actually travel here. The number two reason is to meet new people. And again, these all sound like common sense, but if you put it all together, because I'm here to tell you that I found the people in Cebu were a little bit different than the people in Cavite. I found the people in Manila to be a lot different than the people in Trece or Inday. I found the people in Tagaytay to be very different. So to meet new people, to see if there's a group that you click with, just to see how it all feels to you with the people, I think that's really important. The number three reason is one of the biggest reasons that I can tell you, and that's to compare. Compare prices, compare food. And some of you may say, oh, the food's not that big of a deal. I'm here to tell you it is. There's different food in Iloilo as there is in Trece Martinez, as there is in Manila. Your choices are different. And with that being said, I've spent a lot of time in Makati and Pasay and Manila. The food choices in Manila are 18 million fold than they are in Trece. And I hate to exaggerate. However, you know what I mean. That there's Italian restaurants in Manila and Makati, and there's Mexican. There's a Mexican restaurant in Makati that's just mind-blowing. It's literally Tex-Mex to the T. Their tacos and homemade chips are the best. The point is to compare prices of apartments, compare what the power bills are like, because in Dasma, which is up the street from us, the power bills are lower. And I didn't know that until maybe 6 months ago. My one friend up there, he's got a house with 2 air cons, and his bill is less than mine with a loft. So compare prices, compare food, compare people, compare environments, just to compare noises, see what you really like. The number 4 and the biggest reason is all those 1 through 3 help make you decide the number 4 issue, and that's where you're going to settle. I went to Cebu. I like Cebu. I found it to be beautiful. I like Cebu Airport. It was super easy to get in and out of. I did the swimming with the turtles. I did the canyon adventure in the Cebu area, and it was mind-blowingly fun. And then there's Iloilo. I went to Iloilo and looked around. I really liked Iloilo. Iloilo was clean. It reminded me of a up and coming Silicon Valley. There's a lot of, I don't want to call it new money, but there's a lot of call centers, and there's a lot more of the middle class. I felt the middle class coming up in the Philippines and Iloilo. The traffic seemed lighter. The people seemed very busy. It seemed to be like a lightweight Manila, minus the horrendous traffic and pollution that you have in Manila. So some people hate it, some people don't. So that's Iloilo. Tagaytay, I spent a lot of time in Tagaytay when I first got here. The weather there is phenomenal. It really is. And right about now, with the heat being what it is, those people are loving life. With that said, I just couldn't connect with Tagaytay. The traffic, it almost made me double think. I found the traffic to me to be worse than Manila in lots of ways, especially on the weekend. In Tagaytay, you might as well just stay wherever you're staying and don't bother to get out, because the traffic, it all goes one way. And I get it. Tagaytay is it's a very in-demand place. The weather makes it so. However, Tagaytay for me, I just wasn't able to connect with the people or with anything about it. But getting back to the decision end of it, it also helps you with the rent, because the rent in all of those places I told you about were not drastically different, but different for sure. Tagaytay, I found the rents there to be really high. Iloilo, I found them to be higher because they're more in demand. Manila rent's crazy. But I found some areas in Iloilo that were affordable. And of course, Cavite. And Cavite is such a wide net. It's Indang, it's General Trias, it's so many areas in Cavite. And plus you're close to the hospitals. I found it to be really a good match at the time for me. The rents were very aggressive and very affordable. Even on, I showed you the condo last week. Even that, yeah, it was expensive. However, that was his asking price. Wink, wink, nod, nod. So I believe that all in at 25,000 pesos, you could probably have had it for substantially less. That's just my opinion. Look, all of what I'm telling you is my opinion. My travel it's how I saw things when I travel. I'd be really interested to know what you see when you travel. Everybody, had not been to Bohol. I have not been to so many other, I've not been to Mindanao. There's so many places I have not been to that's shame on me. However, I'm telling you, I've traveled some, and I would advise you to do the same, because it really helps you make up your mind on where you're going to go. This has been Rich in the Philippines. Safe travels.